and you get to the point where police are being called out, people are removing AC units and going through windows, and people are fighting each other, that's not a good relationship.
Over the quiet shuffle of a courtroom morning, Miss Mendoza stands before the bench. A plea on the table, a history behind it, and a future the court is trying to shape. What begins as a routine colloquy quickly widens into something heavier. A judge trying to understand the fractures beneath a criminal charge, the weight of injury, instability, and a relationship already splintered. And in the center of it all, a defendant searching for footing while the system measures every word.
Ms. Mendoza, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You're going to need to speak up so the court reporter can hear.
Yes.
All right. And did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Your Honor.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, she has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, I believe so.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Mendoza, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's an $800 fine. State recommends community supervision. They will take in consideration 2025 PF 18457. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, no harmful or injurious contact with Julia Ramirez, the DOEP course, regular random UAs, and the MRT. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State Upper States Exhibit 1 and all attached.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the waiver and consent with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and view the same.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, one, we just asked the court to go along with the agreement with one, I guess, issue on the fine. She's, as you can see, she broke her leg and she's recently had surgery and spent almost a month in the hospital. She's not going to be able to put any weight on that leg for somewhere between 8 and 12 weeks.
Mhm.
If we can at least delay starting making payments on that or probate some of that or something like that to give her some breathing room before she goes back to work, we would ask that, but otherwise we'd ask you to approve and agree with our agreement on the plea for the probation.
All right, was the leg broken, removing the AC and climbing through the window? Is this something else?
No, something else. That just happened recently.
All right, and why is there a request for no harmful or injurious contact with Ramirez?
Judge, there was another case that has been already dismissed that was family violence, disturbance, or that sort of thing that has been dismissed. And so the state is being overly cautious.
Well, here's the thing. When I'm reading the police report, when the police came out, you said that you were homeless, you don't live there. So when there are relationships and you get to the point where police are being called out, people are removing AC units and going through windows and people are fighting each other, that's not a good relationship. And what usually happens is no problems have been solved. People just ignored it. And then the fact that you think somebody's cheating is going to rear its head and you're not going to be successful at this probation. So unless this person comes to court and tells me they want contact with you,
Judge, he is present.
oh. Well, I will hear from that person. It's not saying that I'm going to allow contact, but I'll hear from them. Are they the person who brought you down here today? All right. So I don't understand why they're here then. How did they know you would be here?
Well, she knew about the case.
Okay. Yeah, because I will tell you what I'm reading in here. You said that you don't live together. You said that she was cheating on you.
I don't.
She lives with her mother and
Okay. So are you all still in a relationship?
No.
When the conversation turns to the no contact request, the footage shifts. The judge's questions press deeper, not out of suspicion, but clarity. What happened? Who was involved? And why caution is necessary. The police report paints a complicated picture. Accusations, a forced entry, injuries, fear. Miss Mendoza's voice softens, trying to separate herself from that narrative. Yet, the court sees the patterns.
All right. So she doesn't need to have contact with you because you all are no longer in a relationship.
I would like to be in her life though and start.
Yeah, here's the thing. You're going to have to work on yourself. And let me just tell you why I do this. I don't do this to be cruel, but if you have someone that you get to the point where you all are physically fighting each other, that's not a good relationship. I always tell people this, and I know it's hard to do because hearts are involved, but when you suspect that someone is cheating on you and they tell you they're not, you either accept it or you don't. You don't get involved in a physical altercation. And that's why the police ended up here. And then that's why you're here, because from that, you have this possession case.
I have a question.
Sure.
Where is it coming from that is being said that I said she was cheating, where there was cheating involved?
Let me tell you what it says in the police report. I was dispatched to the location for disturbance. Upon arrival, I made contact with the victim, that's Ramirez, who informed me she was holding your keys and phone hostage due to you having her wallet with her social and ID inside. Victim stated that suspect had been allowed to stay at the listed residence for a month now, and they have had an intimate relationship together. I tried to solve the matters by having each party give what they claim the other took. Suspect, that's you, informed me she did not have the victim's wallet. I spoke with the victim and began gathering the story and was informed that her wallet had gone missing from where she normally places it, and that after she stepped away, it was gone. Victim was adamant that it was you who took the wallet. Victim then elaborated on her grabbing suspect's keys and phone and locking suspect outside the residence. Victim proceeded to state that suspect made entry to the house by removing an AC unit and climbing in. Suspect proceeded to grab a hold of victim, leaving visible injuries. Suspect proceeded to punch victim on the left side of her face twice with a closed fist. I observed visible injuries to victim's left cheek. Suspect then grabbed victim's shirt and began aggressively pulling it, leaving a large scratch on the left side of the victim's neck. Victim stated she defended herself to get suspect off of her. The two parties then separated and called for police. Victim refused to cooperate initially with the police in regards to photographs, paperwork, and statements. Suspect informed me nothing physical happened and she did not live with the victim. Suspect then stated that she was homeless. I was then provided with the story of suspect, that's you, demanding to see victim's phone due to some suspicions of victim cheating on her. This is what initially created the argument between both individuals. So that's where I get that. So this is what the court is going to do. There's going to be an $800 fine that will be probated. 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 2 years. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Take in consideration 2025 PF 18457. TAP evaluation out of custody, follow TAP recommendations. There's to be no contact with Julia Ramirez. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
Then comes the turn toward her personal life, her children, housing, the pending custody fight. The judge listens, then sets firm conditions. No residing with minors until a clean drug test, proof of employment or medical exemption, community service, parenting classes. Each requirement lands like another stone in an already heavy load, yet the court frames them as structure, not punishment. Steps meant to steady her, not break her.
7 and 10.
Do they live with you?
Currently, no.
Is Child Protective Services involved?
No.
So why are your children not living with you?
I lost my apartment and I asked my kid's father to watch them and he just hasn't gave them back. So we're going through like court and that's next month to determine like us getting half and half.
And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will get drug tested.
Clean.
All right, you're going to get drug tested today. There's going to be no residing in households with minors. If that drug test comes back positive, that will remain. So you're going to get drug tested today. Do you understand? And so you still want to say you're going to be clean?
Yes.
All right, you're going to get drug tested today. So there's going to be no residing in households with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors. Proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors.
Judge, that's where we'd ask for some leeway because she may not be able to work.
Oh, we'll find it. You just need to give a doctor's note to them and then we'll take that up. So she needs to provide a doctor's reason for not being able to work. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. And there's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? All right. Did you review the document entitled trial court? Did you review the document entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. They'll give you where you need to go to do the drug test.
Judge, she is presently living with her mother in Kyle, up north of San Marcos. Her mother, though, is in the process of moving to the valley in sometime in the next month or 2 months. And so we will have to come back and ask for permission to transfer it or
Oh,
something.
we can do a transfer to Cal.
Well, that's just for the time being. Then it's going to be Rio Grande Valley.
Okay. All right, thank you. And what county is Cal?
Kyle is in Hayes County, I believe.
Okay. All right, and then you'll do the UA today. And she's going to tell you where you need to go to do the UA. All right.
The judge's tone softens at the end. A brief wish of good luck? An acknowledgement of the road ahead? Miss Mendoza nods, quiet again, carrying both the consequence and the chance the court has given her. So in the end, the court accepts the plea, suspends the sentence, and sets the boundaries meant to keep Miss Mendoza stable, sober, and safe. Even when the echoes of past conflict linger close behind her, whether she can navigate those conditions will define far more than this single case. Drop your thoughts below.